Hello, everybody. It's me. It's Shad, the face, voice, and brains, for lack of a better term, of PolyNerdic.com. Here to pick a movie for this week's PolyNerdic Viewing Party on Thursday night. It's Monday morning as you're seeing this, Sunday night as I'm recording it. And first, let me address what is a PolyNerdic Viewing Party, you might be asking, if you've missed out on the last two. A PolyNerdic Viewing Party is my branding of the watch party function on Twitch. They instituted it recently. I'm not sure when. They announced it a little while ago, and then it came online a week or so ago, where we can, through the magic of Amazon Prime, select a movie and watch it together. It does this really nifty thing where it puts the chat window, what you're seeing now, up in the upper right-hand corner, and then you have the normal scrolling chat like you would on Twitch in general. And so that way you can type messages and stuff, and I can see them and respond, and then the movie will display. This only works on computers and tablets. It does not work on phones just yet. And you have to be signed in as a member and have Amazon Prime linked to your Twitch account. Those are the caveats. The only movies we can watch are ones that are free on Prime. And let me tell you, there's a lot of garbage on Prime. But there is some brilliant stuff. Some of my all-time favorite movies are available on Prime. Now, I dub these PolyNerdic viewing parties because a long time ago, my friend Brian and I of Movieverse Online, we got together. We did a collaboration, PolyNerdic.com and Movieverse Online, and we started doing movie commentary podcasts. We only got through 2 of them before our schedules, the conflict in our schedule, just didn't work. So I took that branding and moved it over here to the watch party. So we're doing PolyNerdic viewing parties live for those videos. We'll still revisit the viewing party podcast format for stuff that's not on Amazon Prime. Like, I have a whole stack of movies that I want to do the podcast for, and with this current setup, I'll be more easily able to do that. But for this week, what we're here right now, before I digress any further, this week, this video is to pick the movie we're going to watch on Thursday night at 8 p.m. That is the time I have set aside every week to do these. We might do random ones other times, but Thursday night at 8, it's PolyNerdic viewing party time. So you can join us and watch funny stuff, excellent stuff, bad stuff that we're going to laugh about. It could be any number of things. This week, though, unlike last week, I'm going to take the choice out of your hands. I'm not even going to offer it. We're just going to do it together here on this video. I have all the movies that I'm willing to watch set up in a queue, ready to go. We're going to switch to it in a second, and we're going to just randomly pick one. We're going to do it right here on this video. I'm going to post it Monday morning, as you can see. And that way you know on Monday what we're watching on Thursday. Because last week I put it out to you, the viewer, to you, my reader, to you, my audience. I said, give me some sort of idea what you want to watch. Here's 9 movies. Let's watch one of these 9 movies. And I didn't hear from anybody. Not a comment, not an email, not a phone call. So we're skipping all that this week, and we're just going straight to the random name from a hat style pick of the movie. So let me pull it up here. Here we have the miniwebtool.com random name picker program, and I have put into it a number of movies. 8 of the ones from last week, because last week we watched Knights of Badassdom. That's what was picked. Before that, the previous Sunday, we watched Stay Tuned, the John Ritter classic that almost no one has ever seen. And so we're back with the same list minus those movies, plus some. So we have Stargate, the classic sci-fi movie. We have Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, the recent newest addition to Kevin Smith's filmography starring Jay and Silent Bob. We have the classic Clue, starring Tim Curry and a number of other people. We have the so terrible it's hilarious Double Dragon movie. Robert Patrick was the villain. Alyssa Milano was the female lead. Scott Wolf and Jimmy Lee, I think, is the other one. I forget the name of the third main character. Vampire's Kiss, the hilariously terrible Nicolas Cage movie. I watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago. I am dying to share it with you all on this, so I hope it comes up. That's the one I'm pulling for. The Cabin in the Woods, the tearing down of horror movie tropes in a hilarious fashion while also being a horror movie. Sunshine Cleaning stars Emily Blunt and Amy Adams as two sisters that go into the crime scene cleaning business, and then the stuff that follows them. I don't want to say any more about it. I like it. It's a nice dramatic movie with some funny moments. Seven Psychopaths, fantastic movie starring Christopher Walken, Colin Farrell, and others. UHF, the Weird Al movie, hilarious. I introduced it to my kids a couple years ago, and they loved it. It's just a fantastic movie that would be more fondly remembered had it not opened opposite Batman in 1989. Delirious, which I think I misspelled here, judging by the line there. Anyway, Delirious, the movie starring John Candy as a man who takes a shot on the head, and he's a soap opera writer, and he thinks he's living in the soap opera he writes for. Hotel Artemis, a recent movie which I was glad to have recommended to y'all back a couple weeks ago when I tried the weekly recommendations videos. Hotel Artemis was one of those recommendations. Stars Dave Bautista, Jodie Foster, and a number of others. It's about a not so distant future hotel that's kind of like a black market hospital for the mob in the underworld. Kickboxer and Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme classics. Haven't seen them in forever, maybe decades. Look forward to checking them out, seeing if they're as good as I remember. Van Wilder, the Ryan Reynolds vehicle from 2002. I have not seen it in probably 15 years. I'm interested in it as well. Pet Sematary 2019. Have not seen it. Liked the original. Curious about the remake. Train to Busan, the Korean fantastic Zombies on a Train movie. I watched it for the first time about a month and a half ago, I think it was. The movie is amazing. It will require you to read subtitles if it gets selected. I don't mind. Hopefully you don't also. Fatal Instinct, one of my all-time favorite parody movies. Again, a movie that no one has ever seen, but the movie is hilarious. Stars Armand Assante as a detective who is also a defense attorney. Let that sink in. And that's it. Those are our options for this week. I'm going to pick a random movie, and let's see what we get. Whatever it falls on is what we're watching. And the winner is Fatal Instinct. We're watching another hilarious movie this Thursday. I will see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. with Fatal Instinct. I love it. It is one of my all-time favorite parody movies. I don't know anyone else that's seen it. It is right up there with like Naked Gun as far as just stupid funny. Lots of jokes, lots of referential humor from the 90s, which, obviously isn't going to land as well in 2020 unless you get the reference. When they reference Twin Peaks and Cape Fear and all that stuff, you have to see those thrillers to get it. Most of them I've never seen. I just get the references because they've been referenced elsewhere. I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited now. We're watching Fatal Instinct on Thursday night, 8 p.m. We'll be streaming at 7 for an hour. We'll play some sort of video game stuff for an hour to get warmed up and loosened up and ready for the stream. But come 8 p.m., it's Fatal Instinct time. I'll see you there right here on twitch.tv/PolyNerdic. I'll put the link in the video of the YouTube video so that way there's no doubt in your mind how to find it. Oh, I can't wait. See you then.